Okay, welcome to Gen X Medic. We're here to talk about something that has absolutely nothing to do with the EMS, but it has everything to do with why I started streaming, loss of our heroes, and the sadness that can come from that, and the fallout. So, last week a guy who kind of got me to decide to start doing this, Nick Ricada, got busted for some bad things. Best way to put it, just bad stuff. Now, innocent until proven guilty, and honestly I hope the guy gets no jail time and is able to ride his life and not lose everything that he's built. For those who don't know, Nick really got a lot of legal streaming that I enjoy going. Nick's a lawyer out of Minnesota, and if all the documents are to believe, got tied up in drugs and the other things that come along with success sometimes. And this bothers me and pretty much anyone else who's been watching it. One, because the guy was a family man, doing all these things that are important. And he knew that the outcome of this was going to be bad because he had friends telling from what they'd seen other people do. So, let's talk about the reality of what this leads to. One mistake people make is they want to judge an addict by the person they are when they're addicted, when they're in the throes of the addiction, not when they're in recovery or prior to that. The person you become when you're on drugs is not the person you are off drugs. Drugs bring out the very worst aspects of your personality, often aspects that you don't even know exist. So, when you're in this situation, you become a jerk, you become resentful, and you become defensive. I mean, a lot of times, drugs feel good. A lot of us wrote off what was going on because Nick's explanations kind of held water. Hey, I've been sick and been under stress. Well, when you're under high levels of stress or you're sick, the symptoms are often the same. So you're like, okay, this makes sense. Plus, this is someone you enjoy watching. But then you're like, it comes out, you're like, yeah, I can see that too. There were accusations, but let's be honest, it's the internet. And there's always accusations that people are doing things they shouldn't. So what do we do with this? First and foremost, let's be fair. You don't judge someone for the worst day, ever. I mean, I don't want to be judged for my worst day. I don't want anyone else to be judged for their worst day. So, I'm sitting here on camera talking about this. I went to an event and met several of Nick's friends, including Drexel, Card from Uncivil Law, and a few other people. Andrew Bronca, brilliant man. All these folks are very intelligent, very, to me, entertaining, but let's be honest. If you look around, you can tell I've got a bit of a nerdy side. So what do we do? Now, you got Kurt. He's mad at himself for not knowing what's going on. Everybody else is really concerned about him. You got to be there for him. But you cannot continue to justify the behavior, because otherwise they're going to use that justification to continue doing what they're doing. Honestly, reading the charges, looking at how most things are handled, first time offender, hopefully he gets diversion, has to keep himself clean, and life's good in the end. No, man's got 5 kids. He and his wife started down a bad path. They need help. I'm not going to mention her name or anything like that. She's not a public person. He is. Nick, get help, bub. You've helped a lot of people. You've helped myself through some dark times. I mean, reached out. You talk to people online. You've always advocated for helping people. Even one of the silliest shticks on there, your fetching, is always meant to help someone get better. So we're saying to you, your fans, your friends, everybody, get better, man. Get out there. Get in rehab. Get clean. And come back. Now, you're a very intelligent attorney. You're entertaining. You have a sense of humor. But you need to do the right thing for you and your family. And that is the right thing for your fans. Remember this, Nick? It's for the fans. Your words. So, I'm in your locals. I'm going to post this to your locals. Hopefully you'll watch it. Other fans, if you're sitting there ragging on Nick, trying to just dog him into the ground while going through this, you're no better than anyone else. You're no better than the people who are sitting there justifying it. Nick needs to be called on it. I agree. Nick also needs the help that he can't get any other way. And this doesn't just go for rackets. This goes for any addict in your life. I've got good friends who've been addicted. I've got family that's been addicted. They'll tell you they're still addicted. They're just fighting the fight. Guess what? I'm always going to be there for them. I'm not going to mention them by name. They're not public people. And this willingness of people to judge based off someone's worst day is always nothing but harmful. You don't justify their behavior, but you also don't go in and try to destroy them in the process. You can be fair, call someone on their crap. Hell, make a couple of jokes at someone's expense. That's fine. But when you're dogpiling on, you're not on that person's side. You're actively rooting for that person's failure. I'm going to straight up say, Kurt from Uncivil Law, Andrew from Legal Mindset, Andrew Bronca, Camelot, God, I feel dirty saying that, but Camelot, Megan Fox, these people are being good friends and saying, hey Nick, we're disappointed in you. Guess what? I'm disappointed. That doesn't mean all the good that Nick's done is gone. Just means the guy needs help. And he needs people to be willing to say, hey, you screwed up, but hey, we're on your side. So, in a very sad way, and hopeful, it's Gen X Medic signing off.